1-800 just because the spark cooler you have didn't work doesn't mean they all don't work.
Yeah. Living in Phoenix is like sweat. It's just, I mean, even the people in Phoenix, it's just, I don't get it. Now, Maggie wants to live where it's warm, and I want to live where it's cold. So we're going to compromise and live where it's warm.
Turn up the thermostat.
As a matter of fact, if Peter Propane came over and like gave me a big hug,
I'll bet.
and we hooked up to the natural gas recently. We haven't switched over yet. The potential is it picked out the launage. So I don't know. I mean, between the two of us, Maggie and I have 70 years in that company. And does that get us a discount? It depends. Do you like vanilla Oreos or chocolate Oreos?
Well,
Yeah, where'd you go today?
what do you have for propane storage?
Pearl City?
A 5
Oh, yeah, that's right. You out and got everything trimmed and cleaned up, huh?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's good.
in case the world ends.
Hey, clean shaven, eh?
If the world ends, I want to put on my Speedo and stand up on the roof. Give me a
Cleaned up, trimmed up, make it look good.
I'm not a prepper.
Yeah, what do you think the weather's gonna do around here? I think I just, yeah, we're, look at up there at Chestnut Mountain. They gotta make snow all the time, but we ain't got any snow.
That's a good point.
Give it to him, but I'm still trying to learn how to play tag.
See, burnt the biscuit.
From what I can see, let's see, I'm slow.
Well, your name's Paul, at least, so you should be able to play the solo. You mean it's certainly not news?
Driving to work in my car, I'm listening to ABC Information Radio. And up comes the economic report. And who's the correspondent?
There's a guy on currently, I don't recall his name, that sounds exactly like him.
Really? Paul's a classic.
I literally know stuff about voiceover people that's secret. And I'm not talking about it, but I know stuff.
You are such a you're gonna burst someday. If you do, don't call me because I'm not impatient. I just had a little brownout.
Ooh, sorry. I got something here that's been sorting ever since the last wind that we had, which is like 3 weeks ago. And it's like, I gotta find it. I'm gonna call Chuck.
Oh, it's 1 hour.
So you two very weak. All the old Beatles stuff, when I first heard it and when I first played it, it had like Ringo going, but they don't do that now.
He had the windmill thing.
I don't hear anybody.
That's like a, that was a technique. Wait, they don't do it. They don't do anything now.
You?
Butt back, crank back to, when they started out, it was not only really good music, it was a social. These sometimes I was there. I was old. I was there in 60. And it was like, we were invaded.
That's March, right? Right.
Yeah, then overnight, all of a sudden they had long hair and stuff to tell you.
I dated women with shorter hair. You're actually pretty good. Mostly acrobatic. Acrobatic. The shorter the hair, the more acrobatic. Here's a tip, guys. If you're looking to date, I'm old now and I can't do it anymore. But if you're looking for a girl, short hair, blowing out. Adios.
Unless you find out she's really a dude.
They know where they were at.
Yeah, blue came up on squatty.
Audio.
Yeah, Mr. K's on the radio.
Yeah, right before you girlfriend.
What do you think, Funky? Still sounding good?
Yeah, still sounding good, man. Still sounding good.
Good. Panasonic RJ 3600.
Yeah, sounds real good, man. Sounds real good. Alright, let me stand by, see what's going on. You know, I'm downstairs in my radio room and the washing machine is right goddamn next to me and my wife wanted to wash clothes, so I gotta take a standby.
Yeah, Roger on that, man. Anybody else out there?
Roger.
You listen to any of them guys out there, 527? No, yeah, okay, that's what.
I'm going to say this out loud. I haven't had one nuisance trip on me.
Yeah, okay, that's what. Yeah, I see it. Well, am I sending over that way? It's okay, isn't it?
Not a single nuisance trip on the mighty LMAC.
Yeah, because
That's all I do today.
everything that's in there is running through advanced reading.
I need some medicine. We'll hang it for a while.
Sounds ominous.
Breaker.
Yeah, you got Mr. K out here tonight.
I'm sorry, say again.
Got Mr. K out here on old
Always
Panasonic.
delivers. Not a lot, but it does deliver.
Do the job.
Yeah, I'm over just outside Valley Forge, PA.
There's somebody trying to break in there.
Hey, Roger on that. I'm running this little vintage Panasonic RJ 3600. Come on.
Oh, it's George. Well, George, normally I hear you, but I'm got a high noise level here. Somebody else say hi to George.
Hi, George. WTK.
How the fuck is my new
Hey, George. TK.
We have one people. George.
Hello, George. AA3RE.
Hey, George. Hey, George, you're a squishy mess.
I like to show you something. I like to speak to you. you're sick. That's why we talked to you. All right, I gotta plug this guy's thing in. What? Sheila said. So far, you want to kill yourself?
No, I don't know.
What's stopping you?
I guess.
Not really. I mean, that's just the vibe of the page, I guess.
I know. We talked pretty good today. We talked pretty good today. Man, I know how that goes. I ain't heard nobody on radio in 2 or 3 weeks. So nice. I guess they don't come on no more.
I'm not going to give you the slightest bit of credit for it.
Do your phone.
Ain't nobody out there frustrated around them? Come on.
What do you do, dog? You spy around. Yeah.
Oh,
You working on some radio over there?
oh.
I wonder if George is running in DIY and had a trip out.
Never mind. Next.
Okay, 14. Yeah, I hear him bleeding on me too. Alright, well, I'll catch you in a little bit. Maybe I get the hell out of here.
Yeah, just another nuisance trip.
You got Facebook dating on your
Grand scheme of nuisance trips.
Yeah, it's just spots right there.
The monitors, the rack, like everything power out for a split second.
I don't know what's worse, nuisance trips or not being heard.
Yep, now we work up to
It's
that.
on and off, and it comes back on again. That'll make your breaker very unhappy.
Uh-huh.
Behringer here does that.
Nothing to go blip on a trip.
What's worse, nuisance trips or being not heard because you're pissed weak?
Well, it depends on how you feel about it.
Wait a minute.
We should be asking you.
Hold them so she can talk to you.
Being heard and trips or not being heard and no trips.
W2JTV
That's what she would think. Just whatever you're comfortable with, you know?
Medium wave radio, AACRE.
You're in there, man. You sound good. I haven't talked to you in a while. If you're skating out of there, I guess I'll catch you later.
Break 1-3. Anybody got a copy out there?
We hear you really good.
Excellent. Who am I speaking to?
Got Green Dog up here on the mountaintop outside of Fleetwood.
145 Northwest. Yeah, what's going on? Green Dog, it's been a bit. This is Freebird out of Pine Forge.
Hello, Freebird. I was listening to you up there on Channel 15 there a little bit ago.
Yeah, it's on there for a minute or whatever. But yeah. How's everything going?
Take this ball is Willie Billy.
It's going all right, man. Got saved by the graces today. Passed our inspection, and today wasn't a bump, so that's good.
Yeah, it's always a good thing, man. I can go in many ways you don't want it to. No doubt about it.
Yeah, it was heading in that direction, too, but luckily we had another job site not too far away. They had the part that I needed, and like I said, we were able to pass our inspection, pass our bucket test, and we're all good to go. So yeah, today wasn't a bust.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Good thing when everything works out. Yeah, me myself, also had the migraine thing going on again, so he took the day off. I'm doing some scrapping, try to get a couple bucks together. This is my father-in-law with my woman and all. I still got a little something done at least. Still a good day.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I heard you mention that on the channel up above this one.
Go to AM. Stay away from the slop bucket.
Brass, aluminum.
Stay away from the slop bucket and go to AM. 10 meters is a blast.
Some brass shot shells, yellow brass, a little bit of a copper, some aluminum, just sheet aluminum. Then I had these two machines on the back of my trailer that weigh a gazillion pounds that luckily they actually helped me out with that at the scrapyard. They just came down with the machine with the magnet and just picked them up off there because they were murdering to get in there.
Speaking of wind, I can hear the trees howling out there tonight like a freight train rolling through.
Yeah, they've been talking here for hours.
I like the fact that I made it all buzzy. You said speaking like wind, and I went like, yeah, this guy gets it.
That too.
Yeah. A little wind. That's what it's all about.
I used to do it a lot more often.
45, that's it?
Yeah, man.
Places to find the scrap anymore so much.
Well, did you ever fix your anemometer, Billy, or is it still plasticated?
Copper, brass, stuff like
Nah,
that.
it's busted.
Yeah,
The whole,
been going for a
that
while.
little motor or whatever the hell.
They were running a couple things. People rolled me up.
But all the wires are still there, and the instrumentation's still there. So if I did get a new,
separated, put it in
whatever
one
that
big trailer
is, what
load,
it's called,
and get her
I'd
done.
be alright.
Yeah. That'd be cool to get that fixed. You know, if you look around long enough, you'll find somebody selling the exact one.
Pickup truck with a.
Hello? How much cosmetic surgery do I need to get back on that? I would really like to go check the tweets for a room, but not like, not anything to do, or on here.
Well, if you feel it, you need to check the tuning, Billy. I mean, that's a very important thing to have right, unless you're a complete appliance operator that doesn't understand that other people have to tune their stuff up.
I just want to go dip.
Load everything up in my truck.
Dip.
Drive down there only to find out they were
Can't do
closed.
that though tonight, sorry. But yes.
Unloaded. I basically took my
Marcel.
ride around the block.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, and I'm sitting.
2020. Yep, because I was doing scrapping hardcore back then. I had like a full-time job and all that, but I was doing it every time I get done work. I'd go to a certain place that always had things, bring it home, and had to break it down and all that, so I get the best money for it. Because I anyway, so.
I don't stand a chance.
I mean, a lot of us were not working. The COVID nonsense.
1111111.
Yeah, there's only one place I found that was actually open.
There's
And
several
that was up
people
there,
on the planet
up around
that also played, but
I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Yeah. I don't know what you're
but
But that's the only place. It's a bunch of Amish guys, or something of that nature that were still open. But every other scrapyard around here was closed. Up there were only paying Jim on. I need to go back to my radio. Just had to take what you could get.
why am I
Like
here?
iron, that was $1 for 100 pounds. Oh yeah, you know what I see. But this is
I like that. But why am I hearing that?
that's
Pretty good.
Do you know yet?
Like I
yeah, that
said,
was definitely an
I
adventure.
don't know why am I here.
And they want place
It
open.
does,
And prices were down up.
but it wouldn't make any money, so, you know.
Good evening.
Hello.
Do we know yet, Nick?
Free bird. How you doing?
Yeah, not 25. Is this old J.R. on the line here? Just right.
Oh, yeah, it's old JR here on my little Channel Master CB40 radio tonight there. 10-4?
Yeah, roger that. Hey, good to hear you coming on in there. I was kind of wondering if I was going to hear from anybody.
Really all you need to know.
Yeah, sounds kind of quiet there. The old crowd's just not all up in it tonight there, I guess.
You just have to be patient.
Yep, somebody got to break the mold. That's all you can do. Eventually it'll happen.
I like it for you. Yeah, right. Good evening, Skyrider. How you doing, Skyrider?
Oh, I just was listening in for a couple of minutes. I'm doing still a little bit on my grounding project here, so I have some stiff wire that doesn't cooperate with me as I want to, but we get
in the air. We can't all be chucked.
What's up there, Skyrider?
We can get damn close. No, we can't. But we can get close enough.
Sometimes it's nice to have
I can blame very weak for my reason being on 160.
Gotta use what you can. I totally understand that. I do.
I apologize.
You're getting there.
Yep. Oh, I'm doing good, Freebird.
Yeah, I didn't play AM on 160 till I met very weak, and that was when I met him on 10 meters.
Sometimes I'm just sitting back.
Yeah, if I had backscattered, you would have been able to hear me.
1, 2, 3,
Something wrong with your stuff.
Yeah, you were in my skip zone. Why was I hearing you?
I was actually just talking to Greenberg before you guys came in.
Couldn't have been the power and antenna you were running.
Yeah, good to hear from you, man. It's been a while.
How's the neighborhood up there?
Well, it was only what? Like 12 kilowatt CRP. It really wasn't a lot.
Okay, that explains why I heard you, but it doesn't explain why you heard me.
Well, I didn't always hear you. There were times, though, that I did hear you.
I know there were times you heard me. The proof is on YouTube in my video feed.
Yeah, that was a really good working antenna and location for 10 meters that I had. That same location also really wasn't that good on 160 and 75. So, it was a trade-off, man.
Yeah, you were that much closer to Europe than I am.
I was up on the EW Mount. You know about that, right?
Yeah, it was a big pile of sand, right?
Sorry, guys. I don't know what you said a moment ago. We just lost power.
27 feet above sea level.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we had our lights flicker too.
Yo,
Mine went on and off. Wonder what's going on with that.
Yeah, same here. Good to you again.
I have a core magnet, but it's really strong. Say it again here. You too, Rooster, huh?
I think maybe the loading is not quite right here.
That's kind of scary.
It's taking a lot more
Oh, yeah, I can get one up there, but I tried to do an open core
normally based on experience here.
answer, and we couldn't
Checking my paperwork.
Yeah,
Where I have
it
to
went so
play,
damn surprised it hasn't went out earlier.
Yeah, but you're talking a wide area. You're talking
pretty
from
much what I
Rooster
have written here. Loading.
over to Skyrider's
What
way.
I have written here.
That's a big area.
Requiring onward drive.
Yeah, it's a
yeah, it makes plenty of
I
sense.
think we all on the same substation.
You got no indication of grid current still?
Salvation Army in Boyatown. Zero. So I'm gonna go read.
I don't know. I didn't think that was the thing, but yeah, how about that? Well, you
Yeah.
never know. Well,
Why don't
listen,
you
if
just
I lose power, I want to wish you all good night.
mile at a time? We'll think about it.
Yep, I'll still be out here whether I lose power or not, because I'm running off at 12 volts.
Your antenna might have moved around too. You know how you're having that problem? You have more than one
I hear
state
you're
in your
all right,
antenna.
but I'm definitely hearing you. I'm barefoot here too, so I'm not running anything. But listen, if I lose power, with no 110 volts there,
You know, based on
listen up, because I'll be walkie-talkie, I'll be yelling.
I would fall back 10 and don't even play.
So get her
Don't
done.
play. Because,
Speaking of which,
yeah.
I'm a little light tonight. The top of that
That's what I've been doing.
yeah, right. On a dead
correct. When you were here, the power level that we were at, I was looking at the meter box. It was half of that.
Yeah, that's not one way you're trying to make something work and you're
At this point,
Hey, Roger, well, I wish you luck on it, man. I really do.
No, it's not broken. I was just.
The antennas, they can drive you.
I don't know, man. That big old freight truck is got one here.
Yeah, and them old antennas, boy, they can give you a tussle for the money.
Yeah. I can tell you're getting some,
Hey, 10-4. Hey, hang on a minute there, Green Dog. We picked up the breaker out there. Go ahead there, breaker.
yeah, it's one of our own day.
That's fire. Wait, that's fire. That's the word.
Hey, good evening there, JB. I got a grip on you.
Yes.
But, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them in here. But, JB, hello. Old JR up here and around Boyertown waving to you there. Good evening.
Good evening, JR, and everyone else. I'll be standing by. I just wanted to get my name called. Roger.
All right, that ought to work.
Hey, Roger, JB. Well, who knows? Maybe a couple of them will want to get back to you, so I'll fit them on the side, JB.
83 RE.
Sounding good from down yonder.
And the power level's still the same?
Bad at all. I don't know. If there's anybody who wants to get back to JB down yonder, down there in Westchester, I believe it is. I hope I'm right
What
about
was that, Pete? I almost heard you.
Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, boy. I hope
So
I
there's
got
the
it right.
trade-off. Being heard,
Give it a shot.
but having faults, or not being heard with no faults.
Any faults? Might be heard? I think so. No faults. I'm trying, though. I really am. I'm trying to break it.
It's the only fault that I have with this transmitter is I'm not heard.
That thing.
I'm like still like smiling about the whole Ohio-Indiana borderline 40-minute QSO on this band. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, the real separation men from the boys is doing stuff like that. Tells you your antenna's working, so that's great.
Yeah. And then the guy couldn't believe that I was only on 35 watts. He says, no way. I'm like, dude, I'm running a multi-LMAC and nothing else. Wow, those are good little radios. He says, what do you got for an antenna?
Well,
Bought one, and then he hooked it up to a crummy antenna.
Get it on top, man.
I'm back. Yeah, I don't think he can yank you out there, Green Dog. He would have came back to you, but there's a whole heap of them down the other end there.
I got
Down toward 1,
like
2, 3,
4,000 feet of wire given to me from left over from a construction project. Like the boss is like, get this stuff out of here. I'm like, really? He says, yeah, get it out of here. Like, I went out and opened my trunk and started loading up.
Take a loop, man. When did I have that? I've got enough for a couple of
What was that, JB?
I was saying, I thought Saturday night I was talking to Goose.
up in the air.
I believe that was him. Saturday night, a couple of days ago, about 3:30 in the morning. I had that on the radio.
Yeah, there's 1,000-foot wire loop in my future.
Pete.
3 o'clock Saturday morning, I'd be in bed. I hang out a little bit before that, but I don't know. I'm 3 o'clock, I'm gone.
I don't know if it'll outperform this, but there's one in my future.
Can I give you 2 words? It won't.
It won't, so don't bother. It won't be better, so don't bother, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know why people are.
Go ahead, Green Dog, try them now. It's quiet.
It's like folklore.
have a copy on this small station in Fleetwood,
For 160.
Pennsylvania.
Okay. Well, tell me why. Well, I put one up.
JB?
Okay. Now what does it do?
I can hear someone talking, but I
Unless you
couldn't
have
make it out.
property
Well,
where
I
you
do
can't
hear
sit.
him in a sense that I hear it. I just not enough to know he was calling me. So it's probably on my end. So, to be honest with you.
Not on his end, but I'll take it. Thank you, JR. I'm back quiet. Okay, yeah, that was Green Dog. He's up there in Fleetwood. If you know where Fleetwood is there, 10-4.
There's other things
Yeah,
if you want to do stuff
I'm having a little trouble.
over there to
When I
have more
moved this
fun.
antenna,
And reckon your
back at the
perfectly
end of
good
summer,
antenna to put up something that
it cut my receive.
somebody
It cut
can't
my receive.
explain to you why it works better than what you have.
I wouldn't wreck this one. It would stay. It would just be one to compare against.
Yeah, I was talking about Paul.
Hey, 10-4. Well, okay. He tried. He just put up an antenna there, so he's trying to stretch his wings out there a little bit.
That's just my opinion.
But I understand. Compromised antennas are tough.
Well,
Yeah. Where I put it, I also ran a doublet, antenna, and I got a big mess coming over here. That's my bad. So, all right, well, I'll send it back to you. I don't want to tie up the classic radio roundup.
The house I lived in before here was like a town lot duplex kind of place, and I didn't have enough room for a 160 dipole.
Hey, okay there.
And I put up a 250-foot loop, and I was actually able to get on the band. That was swamp bucket days, and it did work. I didn't have anything else to compare it to.
On the east side, we had people on the west side. I'm kind of in the middle of it there, Roger. So, all right. Take care, JB73.
Yeah, man, that'd be fun. Busy,
how'd you make out, Rooster?
it's another year, man. It's turning out to be another year.
Oh, man, I'm good, I guess. Hey, if you ever go, just stand in the corner. It's always 90 degrees.
Where's it 90 degrees at?
In the corner.
In the corner of what?
In the corner of your room. Get it? 90 degrees.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one, brother. That will make you think. You see, I was talking about your power going out. Now, you're talking about 90 degrees. That's a good one. I like that. I definitely like that. You threw me for a loop. You got me.
AA3RE. Probably wasting electrons.
Jump as high as a house.
We heard you. W2VW.
Yeah.
keep in touch, man. To get to
A house can't jump.
That's right. Don't make me think. You're messing with my mind.
We were watching a thing online.
Yeah, Johnny's cool.
they got some going. I definitely like about that 90 degrees.
Definitely up there on the list.
Why does the duck have a tail?
On the list.
Well, fellas, you got a breaker out there. Breaker now. Why'd the duck have a tail?
The hide is quack. It's butt quack.
And four. Go ahead there, breaker.
Well, all I can tell you is Ada and I got thrown out of the Capitol before it was cool.
What's up, Channel 13? Mr. Goosey, what's going on? I hear you. Not at all. What's going on, everybody?
I almost got thrown out of the White House ticket line. The only reason I didn't get thrown out and arrested is because my wife was there to restrain me.
Time there, Mr. Goose. We got Skyrider. We got Freebird. We got Rooster in here.
This was during the Clinton years. We went down to D.C. for a vacation. Don't ask me why, but we did. We went and saw some sights and all. And we're waiting in line. And we didn't get in there, like, the line soon enough the first day for whatever reason. Like, okay, well, tomorrow we're going to get up early. We're going to get in line. We're going to get tickets. And the tickets ran out right before me. And it was some foreigner who could barely speak English. And he gets 4 tickets. And they were the last 4 tickets ran out right before us. I was so upset. Like, all these foreigners are getting in there to visit the White House. And I'm retired military. I can't get tickets to visit the White House. I started to spin up. And the wife was like, yo, they're looking at you. I don't care. I started going off. And she started dragging me out of there.
What you needed to get in there was a blue dress.
Wait, hold on. I have an American flag that's got Minnesota on fire. Just.
So I never got my White House tour. 2 days of standing in line.
Well, the way you do that is you get yourself a, what do you call that, person that drives you around, a tour guide. That's how you do it. It's just like the rest of government, where you spend more money than you should have to spend to get something normally done. You hire a tour guide, and they know how to get you in. But that's corrupt, so maybe you don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not a real fan of corruption.
Well, why'd you go to Washington?
Silly me for thinking that as an American veteran and a patriotic American, that I could go to D.C. and see some of the historic sites and go to the Capitol and the Air and Space Museum and, you know, even get a tour of the White House. It's pretty silly of me to think that I could accomplish all that.
Actually, it is. WTV.
The Valley Forge.
Valley Forge is right down the road from me. I go cruising my bike around Valley Forge all the time.
I love it. It's beautiful. I always wanted to do a split rail fence, but we have a small wood lot. It's in the wood stove of the chamber. But there's always hope. Hope springs eternal.
In fact, I pass Valley Forge National Park twice a day when I go to work.
All right, I have to get out of here. All right, look, you guys, when did you get back? You're right?
Hang on a minute there, Rooster.
Catch you later.
Somebody else in there. I got a copy on you, whoever
So in 10 years, I got to look forward to going to bed at 8:30.
What? 30?
Yeah, 8:30. Go to bed. 8:30 when you're 71. So I got 10 good years where I can stay up past 8:30.
Shit, I got to bed at like 7.
Keeping busy, you know.
Extended,
You keep busy, you don't grow old, right?
So, a lot of thanks like that. So, I would appreciate a bunch of IRCs.
Okay down that way. Good to hear you in there. Thanks for stopping by. It's pretty condensed in here tonight, but appreciate you popping in there, Roger.
Cool thing about getting old is, I don't know.
Nothing.
W2, JT.
AHRE. Well, we appreciate you staying up late for us, but I know the cool thing about getting old is I don't really care what other people think anymore.
Hey, you can hide your own Easter egg.
Like Easter eggs.
Are you there, Billy?
He's dipping his plate and checking his grid.
Probably like warming up some, really good something.
I almost felt almost.
I don't know who me is.
I'm gonna hang on to that.
Wow, Bitebuster. Good evening, Bitebuster. Old JR down here. Yeah, I definitely hear you in there. I don't know where the whole crew is, but howdy. Hope things are going well for you up there, Bitebuster. Yeah, you don't even move the needle, but I can hear you. Well,
Be
yeah,
slow,
I
man.
have to really yell tonight, you know. I got a big mouth. I don't have a whole lot of power, but by golly, I got a big mouth. Well, you're talking against the wind as well. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Everything's running against me there, Roger. Yeah, just be glad it's not snowing. Amen on that, boy. It would have been a real nice day. If we wouldn't have had that high wind, boy, it would have been really beautiful out today.
AA3RE. Well, it seems like you, me, and Mr. Grid Dip over there.
I have no problem hearing you. Hey, Roger.
Yeah, man. How's the other band playing?
Oh, they're all wound up and going to town. I got the video gate rolling. And I got the old Cobra 98 doing the duty tonight. But I just don't feel like getting in there because Dave's not there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's all right.
Hey, okay, Bite Buster. Hey, thanks for
Well,
the holler. I appreciate it there. You
soon
take care,
enough,
my friend. Till
I'll be
next
annoying
time.
you
OTR
guys.
down here around Boyatown.
There are some other all right people in there for sure,
Do that tonight.
but you know, Dave and I are good pals for a long time, and that man has taught me a lot.
Yeah, that's good. You're lucky to have run into him. No question about that.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun with radio over the years. And it really started coming together. We got to be good friends when I had my 6-meter repeater, and he had his 220 machine, and he was looking for a location. He had to move it. I said, "We'll move it into my site, to my cousin's farm. I got this little pig shed and tower, antenna. So move it in there." So I became co-owner of that thing, and that was good times because we linked them together. Well, we linked them together before that actually, but it was easier to link them together when they were on the same site.
That voice sounds good down here. What are you running? Same as ever, my striker.
Cool location. Nothing like it.
Sounding good.
Yeah, I think of the W22H guy.
Nobody would hear me.
Used to sell all these weird antennas outside that were not documented. One time they stole a spot on one of my poles. I didn't have anything up there, but I was eyeing it up. I'm like, you know, this would be a good place for it.
Oh man, that ain't bad. I'm doing like
Went out there one time on the 85th floor. What the hell was that? It wasn't 85th. It was 83rd.
That's it. This 210.
There was this antenna up there.
Yeah, I'm running that.
Okay. The problem with your repeater is, the more losers it attracts, though. There's a law.
Yes, and ours was not high profile. We were off the beaten path, and that was pretty much by design. Being on 6 meters and 220, like, you know, you didn't have your regular riffraff, and I think that's why my YL felt comfortable in using the system, because there wasn't knuckleheads popping in.
Yeah, that makes sense. Did you check out any of that Oscar 7 stuff?
I perused it real quick, but I gotta look at it more in detail when I have time. And I was kind of busy at work today. It's kind of messy trying to keep 40-year-old gear online with no funding.
Yeah. I get that. What happened to Billy?
I'm telling you, he's over there dipping grids and loading plates and looking at drives. I don't know. He's been messed up ever since he went to retune.
SWR is 10 to 1 all of a sudden.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, the DIY definitely wouldn't like that. The multi-LMAC would probably be unhappy, but would still work.
Yeah, man. All right, well, listen, I'm going to run upstairs. I got some tomato soup waiting for me.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have a grilled cheese with that?
Not at this hour, and not at this age. Nope.
Yeah, that is a recipe for heartburn, but Epsid AC works wonders. I can do that, but I got to do that. Otherwise, there's no rest. All right, well, good fun tonight on the top band, and glad the multi-LMAC still works, still providing me with fun. I certainly got my money's worth out of this transmitter.
Oh yeah, that'd make a great driver for something with a ceramic tube in it, buddy. Not that I would give you advice like that.
Yeah, well, the only way that's going to happen is I'd have to sneak and build it. Because looking at the prices of those things, I floated the idea past the wife, and I could tell right away, like, if I pushed it, it was going to be an argument, so I didn't.
Yeah, I get that. Well, nothing wrong with building it, even if it takes you a little bit of time. Anyway, good fun, Pete. Anybody else out there? And talk to you next time. W2, very weak. I apologize to all people that approached on our bandwidth. It didn't make us go away. Good night.
kind of hard to
Well,
describe.
I wasn't bothering anybody. I'm sure of that. So anyway, it's all on you, Dave. All right, good hearing from you. Good chatting with you and all that jazz. And yeah. 7-3 W2 very weak from 8A3 Radio Energy. See you later, Billy. I guess you can hear with that SWR. Just can't transmit. 8A3.
It was arcing, and the solder, it melted the solder through the eyelet, and it arced the hole in the case, and they threw, that's what it was frying. And the piece of metal, the piece of wire that was probably about 2 inches sticking out the back of the case.
So you got it all put back in the gallery?
Yeah, I had to get my 250-watt soldering gun out and heat it up and then pulled it back in position and resoldered it. So that's what that was. Geez. How it was related to 10 meters, I don't know. I don't even know if it was, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, hook it back up yet.
All righty there, Sky or Freebird. We'll catch up with you. Hey, good to hear you in there.
Yeah, you guys as well. Yep. I may pop back in a little later, no guarantees, but yep, you guys have fun and catch up with you.
One going away and one comes in. County wide.
For 160 you did. 10-4. How you doing, Petey?
Wait, somebody double with you. I missed the beginning of what you said.
I said, that's because you got kicked off at 160. Dave left you.
I didn't get kicked off. Everybody they're old. They went to bed.
I heard you. I was just tuning you in there. I spotted you to get you on frequency. I think you're at 86, but I just started to spot, and then somebody yelled for me on this one.
Well, 86, 84, when you're supposed to be on 85 on AM, nobody really notices.
You were somewhere. I was getting close, but I didn't finish out the spotting part. But anyway, yeah, I heard you, and then I heard him sign off, and I heard the other one call me, so I kind of got all in the shuffle there.
Well, I've been having the video gate going for like 45 minutes, so it's all recorded here. But at the same time, I guess it's been recorded of what I was doing over there.
You were two-toning. That's what you were doing. You're Tommy Two-Tone.
All I need to know is if this radio sounds all right.
You were cheating on channel 13.
It sounds fine, actually. It does sound good. What are you running?
Cobra 98 by B&K with a hand mic, stock mic.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. You be proud of it.
All right, just to make sure it's working. It hadn't been used in a while.
Sounds good.
Hello, Goose.
Hello there, Pete. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Yeah, everybody sounds good on this radio. I mean, this thing's got nice audio.
Sounds good.
Sounds good up here, Pete. I'm even running a classic tonight, Pete.
Wait, hold that thought. Who's out there in the distance that it sounds good?
Oh, yeah, here I'm sitting in Montgomery, University College, whatever this is.
Oh, is that you, 123?
That's me.
How come you can hear me tonight? You always say you can't hear me.
Pump it up.
All right. Well, I hear you too. I'm not sure where you said you were, but I hear you. Thanks for the wave.
Yeah, I'm through heading east. I'm just passing Montgomery County Community College.
You pump it up soon.
Oh, 10-4 to Morris Road, Monco. Gotcha. Yeah, that's down by 202 and all. Yep, I know right where you're at. What is that? What's the name of that farms? I know the name of it. Used to be a farm, but now it's an old folks' home. Daggone, and it's getting old. I forget these things.
You're sure coming in really strong, right?
Okay.
That's a good deal on this antique B&K Cobra 98.
Ravaging.
B&K Cobra 98. What are you running, JR?
I got a Channel Master CB40. It's an oldie. Probably a 78, I guess. Probably.
Is it a mobile?
No, it's actually a bass. It kind of reminds you of a realistic Navajo.
Yeah, I've heard the name Channel Master, but I'm not familiar with that particular radio. But I've heard of them or probably seen one. Not whether it's that one or not, I don't know. But I've heard of them.
Yeah, I picked it up with the microphone. I picked up a Turner Expander 500, and it was kind of attached to the radio.
Well, that's always good when you pick up a microphone and the radio is still attached.
But I didn't need the radio, but it just worked out that way, so I don't know. It's here. Now I got another one in here.
According to my wife, none of us need a radio.
Just for sale. Better than the radio.
Hey, there's Bite Buster. Hiya, Mike.
Hey, is it snowing down there yet?
Don't bring up that 4-letter word. It was 50 degrees today.
I'm turning the pot.
Can't believe with the snow that we had, I can't sell my spare snowblower. Oh, that's amazing to me.
We'll have to be able to put it in their trunk. What are you selling it for?
125. It's a 26-inch, 8 horsepower.
That's not bad, and I'm looking for one for my old man.
Well, I got one. Eight horsepower, 26-inch. 2-stage jobby.
What make?
It's the make is Gilson, but you know how that goes, man. Everybody makes the same snowblower, but everybody puts their own name on it. It's the same damn thing. Tecumseh motor, 26-inch cut, 8 horsepower Tecumseh.
I like those engines.
Yeah, it's got the electric start and all. You put your extension cord into it. Hit the button, it fires right up.
All right, let me send a text to my old man. It usually takes a little while for him to get back to me, so if it sells before I get back to you, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I've had it on Faceplant Marketplace for a while now, and the only thing I get is, this still available? I'm like, yeah, and then there's nothing else.
Yeah, they always do that.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of annoying.
And you got right on there. Do not ask me if it's still available. If it's up, it's available.
Yeah, no kidding. If the ad is still here, it's still available.
You just got people just like writing messages. I don't know why.
It's a good snowblower. It's just that I got it for the wife to do the back patio and all, but she can't use it anymore, so it's just me and mine. I got it because it was smaller than the other one, and she could handle it. She can't handle the big one, but she can't even handle that anymore. So yeah, I don't need 2 snowblowers. The one's fine.
Yeah, Mr. K's back. Welcome back.
Hello, Mr. K.
Roger. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good. I'm warm, and I got an adult beverage, and I'm playing CB radio. Life doesn't get much better.
Yeah, true that. What's the drink of choice?
Come on now. You know me by now.
I can't remember if you're rummy or if you're a scotch. You're not a scotch. You don't like scotch.
No, I don't like scotch. I will drink rum, but Dave's the rummy. No, I like my rye whiskey with an ice cube.
Rye and whiskey, that's what it was. All right. Well, we'll see where that rock lands you tonight.
Yeah, well, rye whiskey is a Pennsylvania whiskey, and I'm a Pennsylvania boy.
This is a breaker. Go ahead, breaker.
Well, the breaker must be a grasser.
Yeah, Stinger all the way down here, Ambler.
10-4 on the Ambler. Well, I hear you from Ambler in that Mobile, Stinger.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm just trying to get back to K. He's a lot closer, but thanks for the flowers.
I think it's the radio receiver on this antique B&K Cobra 98.
Could be. Good receiver.
You give me like 2 to 3 S units, but 100% copy.
Copy that. So the audio's better than the signal.
Oh, you got really good audio, man.
Hey, Roger on that. I hear you loud and clear there, Stinger. Yeah, I must be at a high level. I didn't check the elevation, but we're here in Bethlehem, and I think this is called Gager.
What kind of signal am I giving you down there with this antique flea market junk?
Like a 4 pounder.
10-4, Roger, right on.
7 pounder up here. Good audio.
On my stock microphone for the B&K.
Plenty good mod.
Is that Rooster?
10-4.
Hello, Rooster. County-wide.
Radio. How we sounding down there, Pete?
Oh, you sounded good as always. And you're not overdoing it like sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just on the 29.95, that's it.
Sounds good.
10-4. That's what I'm using.
Yeah, but you sound like Goose. He's got a voice made for radio.
Yeah, we're staying by the day guy tonight.
Probably I think he's got an overnight work shift.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, he's not happy about it.
I bet. Probably listening somehow or other.
No, I think he's got I don't know. He told me on Monday or Tuesday, and he's got to get up at like 2 or 3 a.m. or something. So I think he's sleeping right now.
Yeah, that's what happens. You make the big bucks.
Yeah, I think he'd argue that.
Yeah, you got to deal with the man. He probably would. Well, man, you never make enough.
Well, yeah, that statement is correct. You never make enough.
That's true.
And the more you make, the more you're going to spend. So you need more.
Like I said, it's never enough. Green Dog said hello there, Spitfire.
I hear you, Greenie. Top of the evening, Greenie. You on that vertical, I assume?
Yeah, and the top section of the whip got wrapped around the tree and locked into place. But it's okay. I got to lower it down and adjust the SWRs on it. I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, that ain't going to hurt it none. It doesn't care.
So I understand that, but I still got to play with the SWRs because something still quite isn't right.
You using the old-fashioned SWR meter, or you in the modern times now and buy one of them Chinese VNAs?
No. Right now I have an MFJ cross needle hooked up. Well, no, actually that's not even hooked up for right now. I'm on my Yaesu. But, yeah, we're going to actually, hold up. Sean, my SWRs are pretty high even with the tuner on. That ain't cool.
Yeah, something wrong with that. Invest the $35 and go on Amazon and buy a VNA.
And what is that going to do for me?
A vector network analyzer. It's a little antenna analyzer. Got a nice little screen on it. And you can put in your frequency range for whatever frequency, since you're, I think you're an amateur. You're going to be playing with different antennas. But anyway, you can enter your frequency range that you want to look at. That shows you a graph of your SWR instead of just a stinking number, and all kinds of other stuff it can do. And they're $35.
That's cheap. Because I was just telling her. Is it accurate? Thinking about getting.
Yes.
What the heck is it called? Antenna logic or something? I forget. And it's about the same price as a 259B. And I was like, I think that's just what it's going to be. But a VNA antenna analyzer, I'm going to look it up.
Go on Amazon.com and look up Nano, Nano, Nano VNA, Victor November Alpha. Nano VNA. Get one of those, and they're way better than an MFJ. And they do like what some of them higher end things do, but they're not expensive. They're stinking accurate. Show you SWR and all kinds of other junk, whatever you want. There's all kinds of things you can do, and they'll analyze from like 500 kilohertz to 1.3 gigahertz, and you can set the range so you can get a good picture of where you want to be in frequency range. You know, you can widen it out or shorten it up depending on whatever you want to do. But it shows a graph and a plot of where your SWR is good. They're freaking awesome.
All right, I appreciate that info, Pete. I'm gonna go grab it.
Yeah, that's your mark, MFJ.
I loved my MFJ until the V&A came along, and I sold my MFJ. The V&A is way better.
Yeah, so mine buy that.
And the price is cheap. I mean, we all like piss that money away on a night's dinner.
Yeah, right?
You won't even get a hairy eyeball from the XYLs on buying something like that.
I don't got that problem.
Well, I don't have that problem spending $35, but if I spend $369, then I get the hairy eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
I love my little V&A. Man, that thing is so cool.
Does it come with all the jumpers? Well, hold on. Nano VNA.
I'll be back.
Network analyzer, 10 kilohertz through 1.5 gig. This one's saying 60.
Oh, well, I know they've been doing some upgrades and whatnot. Maybe that's the upgraded one, but I only paid $35 for mine, and I already had jumpers, so I didn't have to buy the jumpers. But they got them SMA connectors on there, so if you don't have anything SMA to SO239, you're gonna have to buy the jumpers. But even still, you know, I think the upgraded one is a bigger screen. It does a little bit more for the $60. So, you know, if you search around, you can find the cheaper one.
Well, that's still cheaper the price than a Rig Expert and a MFJ 259B. So, and this one is showing it comes with a lanyard, a couple of different connections, charging cords, and jumpers that look like they may be SO230. I gotta dig in deeper on this. Thank you, though. I appreciate the info.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's better than them MFJs, the Rig Experts, and all that stuff. It's way better, and it's pretty intuitive. I mean, you know, you've been around radio long enough that you'll be able to figure out what to do with it and how to read it. And if you need assistance, I can help you out. But the thing is fantastic.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, even Wayne verifies it's pretty cool.
And I didn't have any experience, and I could make it work.
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot cheaper than MFJ.
Yeah, and it shows you better information on a graph instead of a straight number. And hiya, Wayne.
Hi, Pete. I got like an S5 noise level, so I'm not hearing the other people out there.
That graph makes it so much easier to read than straight numbers off a meter.
Yeah, I bought my JFK like last year.
Yeah, well, if you get a VNA, you're going to sell your MFJ.
Break.
Yep,
Hi, Skyrider.
Yeah, it's tough to get a word in. Hey, who's out there is looking at a VNA? If he can't hear me, pass on to spend a couple of bucks on the flexible connectors to the regular antenna cable. Get you two, and you can also measure your cable without the antenna. You can find out if you have a break or if you have an impedance problem on your antenna cable. You can test your chokes out with that and see if they're effective or not, or how far they're.
Kind of got quiet.
There's all kinds of good stuff going on there, but absolutely right. The best thing for
Where did JR go?
Hang on, dude. Somebody's talking.
it shows you where you land, and then you can make your adjustment. You know, if you have something like I have that A99. I could tune that thing right in. I turn these rings a little bit, and I can see my sweet spot moving, my SWR on the Nano VN8. And I use that antenna over 10 meter, 11, 12, 15. I'll go up to 20 with it, and I can use it, so that's great.
Yeah, they're good little units. And yeah, I used mine to tune the antenna, my IMAX 2000 that I'm on right now. I used it to make my 40 meter dipole. I use it to tune my 160 meter doublet on 80 meters and 160. I got a balance line tuner, and I'll use that to tune it up for whichever band I want to use. And what else did I use it for? Oh, I used it for my 40, 80, 160 ground mounted vertical, and used that to tune it. That's where Wayne came in and helped me out. And then Wayne used it to tune his 5/8 ground plane, and I used it to make him a 40 meter doublet antenna. And I've used it to measure cables and cable losses and connections and things like that. Oh, it's got all kinds of uses. Oh, it's a fantastic little unit for sure.
Yeah, what I did, I went on all the different bands, and I have a manual tuner. Remember, after I used yours for a while, I bought my own. Set it to the right band, and then just went and tuned it up. Wrote down the numbers so I can switch bands in seconds by just switch on my manual tuner and put my settings there. Run a quick check of the SWR, and they're usually right there within 1.1. And if I want to really notch it a little bit, I can do that too. But I'm not running 1500 watts, so I don't have to worry too much.
Yeah, well, that's the nice thing about them too. Is if you got an antenna that you need to use a tuner for HF, you could tune up the antenna without firing up the transmitter on the air and tuning the antenna. You just tune the antenna with the VNA, switch over to the transmitter, and it's already set. So you're not interfering with the airwaves.
That's what I did with all the bands, from 10 home. Of course, with the antenna I have right now, I only listen on 80. It's only a dummy load. I can't really transmit with a 5.6 meter stick, on 80 meters.
No, but you can listen. But if you make a doublet antenna of the proper length, even a 40 meter doublet can tune up with a balance line tuner on 80 meters, and an 80 meter balance line fed antenna with a balance line tuner can tune up and transmit on 160. But I have a feeling that you got more real estate. You could probably put up a full size antenna, but you just hadn't gotten there yet. That's my impression anyway.
Well, it's sitting here in the box. I have a 10 to 160. What's that? G5 or something. Let me see where it is. And that's my spring project to get that thing up on the pole and on the house and on the barn. I have enough room, but look, right now I don't feel like digging holes in the yard, and putting poles up and running wire.
Yeah, the G5 RV. I think you got the same thing that JR runs, and he does well on that. So you have to join us then on 160 meter AM. It's good fun, good group. It's similar to this, just different wavelength and longer distances covers as locals.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. I want to get that antenna out in the spring and widen my horizon or my airwaves, and hopefully I can do a little bit more long distance at night. My most long distance is done early in the morning and then later in the afternoon when I want to go towards the west. But I have to get up at sunrise to the Europeans and the other side of Africa,
Yes, sunrise till about noon or even afternoon, you can get to Europe, and then it starts to switch around the other direction past noon. But sometimes Europe will stay in there till 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It all depends. It varies, but anyway, yeah, 160 meters is a whole different thing. But I'm currently using 35 watts AM on 160. And Monday night, I was talking to a guy at the Ohio-Indiana border, which is 800 plus miles away. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I can see that, you know, and like I said, I'm getting my antenna up, and when my antenna is up, see what that does for me, and if I need a little bit more whiskeys, you know, or whatever you want to call it, and then I can think about if I want to get me an amp or so, you know.
I haven't had an amp in over 10 years, and I don't really miss it. Like I said, I run 35 watts AM carrier. What's that? About 100 and 70, about 130 watts peak power on 160 meters, and I can make it out 800 miles.
Mine, my maximum output, then I think the radio regulates it, is 100 watts out of that Yaesu FT710, you know. And but like I said, it gets me around the world, so nothing I can say that I can't get to, you know.
Yeah, 100 watt sideband radio is going to be 25 watts on AM, because you got to have that 4-to-1 ratio for modulation headroom. But yeah, even 25 watts AM, if you got good modulation, it's all about antenna. No matter what band you're on, it's all about antenna. Because you can talk better on a big antenna with a small radio than you can a big radio on a small antenna.
Yep, roger that. That's correct. It's antenna, and location, of course. Location.
Location is more important on higher HF and VHF. It's less important on the rest of HF and medium wave. It's very much less important.
Breaker.
Come on, Breaker.
Did that unit, the unit that we're talking about, did that come with the adapter to go from the SMA to SO239 or whatever, PLC?
To be honest, I don't remember if I had them, bought them, or they came with it. I can't honestly say, but you do need the SMA to SO239 adapter for sure. You know, because things got SMA connectors on it. So I can't say for sure. I don't remember.
Yeah, they don't come with it. I'll give you a tip. Also look on Amazon. You can buy two for $10-15. Order them right away. I didn't have them. I could rig it, and it has. I think I had a set of adapters I bought with the unit, and then at a Hamfest I picked two of these short cables up that went from the nano VNA to a regular antenna hookup. It's gonna make life much easier for you. While if you have a stiff antenna cable and you have your nano VNA on the stiff antenna cable, you're not gonna like it. Get you some of that short flexible one from the nano VNA to your antenna cable. Okay, and the reason why I asked is because I clicked on a couple of these different models of the VNA, and they have touch screens and bigger screens, smaller screens, different bandwidths. None of them, like when you scroll down to see customers also bought, none of them have the adapter to go from SMA to SO239. So it made me wonder if it wasn't included. So 10.4. So it's still a lot cheaper than a Rig Expert or MFJ259 whatever, or MFJ something or other. So yeah, all right. 10.4. That's good stuff. I'll be saving money and be able to do the same functions. Cool.
Oh yeah, and it'll do even more functions. And the cool thing about it also is it actually does this Smith chart thing you can put up while you're measuring SWR. It also puts up the Smith chart graph, and it'll show you, if you know how to read the Smith chart, it'll tell you if you need more capacitance or you need more reactance to tune the antenna. So for us antenna builders, it's way cool. and you know, the MFJs don't do that.
And I like that because I would much rather build my own than buy it.
Oh yeah, especially wire antennas. They're stupid in price, and all you got to do is have the wire, and you can build the same damn thing for the cost of the wire if you got to buy it. But it's ridiculous to pay $200 and some plus for a stinking wire dipole. Are you kidding me?
Right? Yeah. And I work construction, so I can get a couple different types of wire all day long. Make good friends with the electricians and the security guys or whoever, depending on what kind of wire I want, and I can pretty much get whatever I want. All the way down to the RG6, double RG6, or, you know, which I used to run for the scanner antenna, 75 ohm.
Yeah, all you got to do is be a little bit resourceful, and what wire should be easily come up with. And heck, you can even use that horse fence wire and make dipoles out of that. RF doesn't really care if it's steel or stainless steel, galvanized steel, copper. It doesn't really care. You know, I mean, how many stainless steel whips are out there that people use on this band? The RF doesn't really care as long as it's metal.
Yeah, which kind of brings me to the whole topic of copper braided to solid copper, but all in all, it's still conductive and it's going to do its job.
Well, stranded is the best for wire antennas only because it's flexible and it can move around in the wind and all that kind of thing. The solid, you know, solid core stuff, you know, is good and it'll work, but over time of working back and forth, it can break.
Break, it can stretch. Yeah, I still, and I haven't used it in probably over a year, but I built a 9-to-1 unbalanced speed long wire antenna back when I was still living in Pottstown, and put that up. Seemed like it had stretched, or maybe it just loosened up a little bit. But ever since I tightened it up the second time, that's been holding up tried and true. Like I said, I haven't used it, so I don't know exactly how well it's been holding up. But as far as the wire goes itself, it hasn't drooped since the last time I tightened it up, and that was 2 years ago.
Pete,
Countywide.
radio. Well, doesn't electric travel on the outside of the wire?
Yes, it travels on the skin of the wire. Still doesn't care what it's made of.
So a flying mesh wire would be better.
Well, better in what regard, you know? I mean, RF doesn't really care.
I think, like Pete was saying, though, you know, stranded wire, you might be less susceptible to kinks and stuff like that. It's more flexible, whereas solid core wire, you got kinks possibilities, and I've seen it. You know, both ways, stranded to solid. But like Pete's saying, though, RF is going to travel on a metal surface. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, braided wire, you got more traveling on the outside.
Well, are you talking flat braid? Flat braid wire actually is good for ground wire because it'll travel better with a flat braid than it will with a solid stranded or solid wire and round. But as far as RF goes, the only thing the flat braid will give you is maybe a little bit more bandwidth given the same length of wire. But you know, the RF is still going to travel. It's still going to work. So if you have it braided, use it.
If a flat braid is going to stretch thinner, the more tension you put on it. And I know that from playing around with braided ground braid, right? Which brings me to another question, because I read about this on a forum thread somewhere. to establish a good ground, RF ground, you want your ground to be twice the diameter of your coax ground, meaning braid. And hence what the person had posted was that's why guys run 1 inch, inch and a half ground braid strap to their ground.
Yeah, I wouldn't use braided wire for the antenna wire just because of the things you outlined, and it will stretch and change length and cause you headaches. But I do use only because it was given to me copper braid wire for my ground radials for my ground mounted vertical. I got copper braid spread all over the place, and that's better ground transfer than regular old round stranded or solid wire. The like one run of wide copper braid will be more ground transfer than just the same length of round wire. So that's where I use my copper braid at as my ground for my vertical.
Surface area.
I've got my old wire, not my wire, but my dad's wire from his old well pump, and I think that was 100 and some odd feet going down. There's 3 leads to that. I was thinking about making a sky loop.
Yeah, from experience, if you're on a small lot and you need to get on lower bands, the sky loops are good. But if you've got enough room for a full-size dipole for the lowest band that you want to get, it's actually going to work better.
All right. Sitting on 4 acres, so I think I got some room.
You have enough room to put up a full-size 160-meter dipole, get it up as high as you can, and it's going to work better than any sky loop that you can build. I had that discussion tonight with a very knowledgeable engineer type, and had this very discussion about that tonight, because I was like, well, like, what about these sky loops? And he's like, your doublet's going to work better. You're not going to make it an improvement.
You see the ground they put on them real big towers?
Yeah, that's the AM broadcast towers. They put in a ground radio field. The same thing I have going on with my ground mounted vertical. You got it. When you put in a ground mounted vertical, which those are, you got to have a ground radial field, or the antenna's not going to work, because it needs the other half of the antenna. The vertical part is only half the antenna. So you got to put in ground radials to be the other half.
Yeah, they have like a quarter, half acre of just all that wire running through the ground.
Yeah, but they're also running medium wave frequencies, which are extremely long wavelengths compared to what we're talking about here.
Okay, it's like a half an acre or a quarter of an acre.
Yeah, well, at 1.8 megahertz, a quarter wave antenna is 130 feet, 135 feet. You go down to 1 megahertz, and a quarter wave is closer to 200 feet.
In the ground?
Well, you need 200 feet of vertical and a 200-foot radial field in diameter all the way around, 200 feet.
Wow, yeah, I've seen them put them in for them big antennas, man. That's amazing. A hell of a lot of wire.
Yeah, that's for medium wave broadcast stations. That you need that.
That's a lot of wire.
Makes that antenna efficient, because the tower part is only half the antenna.
And then the ground is the other half.
That's correct.
Yeah, I got 5 ground wires in my antenna.
Yeah, but you got a up in the air ground plane. It's not the same thing.
10 and 4.
If you had that thing mounted on the ground, you need a radial field. But these frequencies don't work so well for ground wave. Not like medium wave frequencies work better in a ground wave like that.
And them big antennas are what, FM too, aren't they?
No. They can have an FM antenna on the tower, but the tower itself is the AM antenna.
For AM radio?
Yes, AM broadcast band. The tower itself is the antenna.
So if they run like FM stereo, they wouldn't need that?
Now, FM antennas are VHF. They're much, much, much smaller.
They don't need that ground plane?
No, they need a ground plane, but the ground plane could be a part of the antenna, like just like your ground plane, like a 5/8 ground plane. It's got the vertical part, it's got the radials. FM broadcast antennas are either like that. Usually they're not, though. They're usually folded loop antennas, and that's sort of a different kind of antenna. But the ground and the radiator, it's all incorporated into one. It's a different design, but it's much smaller and it's way up on a tower. It works different on VHF.
10-4, okay.
VHF or FM broadcast is 88 to 108 megahertz. It's a whole lot different than 530 kilohertz to 1.7 megahertz. A big difference in frequency.
Breaker?
Come on, Breaker.
Yeah, got your attention. Oh my goodness, I got a question for you. I want to pick your brain. And
I got an answer, and it's up to you to decide whether I'm lying to you or telling you the truth.
I'll be the judge of that.
Well, as I suspect you should be.
Gotcha. Listen, want to hook up a wire antenna at a apartment complex. Apartments on the first floor. Don't really have access to the roof, but I might be able to string it up vertical. Make sure your coax goes out horizontal.
So are you talking about for this band? Shortwave listening, transmitting? What are you talking about?
Transmitting, AM 11 meter.
Well, you're going to need a counterpoise to that. So you just go about 8 foot vertical, and you need an 8 foot going the other direction to the ground.
Right. Now, what do you suggest as far as wire, baling? Do I even need a baling?
Balance aren't really 100% necessary. But you can always do an ugly balun, which is wrapping like 8 or 9 turns of coax around like a paint can sized form. That's called an ugly balun, 1-to-1 balun. It'll stop common mode currents from running down your coax and causing problems in the shack. It'll clean up the radiation pattern. But yeah, well, I guess you're sounding like you want to do a vertical dipole. So you got to have that feed line coming off 90 degrees from the vertical elements.
Ain't that a choke?
Choke, balun, it's all the same thing in regards to what we're talking about.
All of a sudden, I got a lot of noise here. I'll get it back to you.
Yeah, you want to make a halfway vertical dipole, it sounds like to me. Roll your own ugly balun, and 8 feet vertical on one side and 8 feet vertical going down. Make it like a sideways T.
Going down. Going up. I thought about that, but here's the dilemma. I gotta put it on a wall. So that means it's gonna be directional.
You're right. It does. You know, like even if you had a regular vertical antenna and you're close to the wall like that, it's gonna be directional because the building's blocking you.
Right, so I'm wondering, should I just do a horizontal then?
To talk locally here, horizontal don't work out so well unless you're talking to somebody else that's horizontal.
Yeah, 10-4. I remember that talking to Green Dog.
Yeah, when you're opposite polarities, it's gonna knock you down. You'll be able to talk to people a few miles away, maybe a little further, but not by much.
Right.
You're gonna be a grasser.
Right. Well, that's the issue.
then he just might as well not really waste his time unless he's got somebody close by he wants to talk to.
Yeah, well, I guess we're mostly for listening. But, I don't know, so what are you saying? So vertical's the only way to go then with 4 watts.
If you want to talk to anybody on CB radio, yeah, pretty much.
They are. So then a wire really isn't going to help. I might as well just get, put a stick out there.
Yep. You might as well put a stick out there, or a Wilson 1000 on his refrigerator is going to work as well.
Trucker.
All you're going to hear is trucker.
Mother. All you had to say was refrigerator or cookie pan or rocket.
Yeah, and he used to drive old 05 crazy because he was right down the street.
Pocket rocket. Red rocket.
All you're going to hear is trucker.
Yeah, how about it? And I wonder how much of that was actually true. Was it true? I don't know. Apparently Monkey Man loaned him his cowboy boxers or something, and they were in tight together or whatever. I don't know. But I did meet Trucker at the Manatoni Creek at that park, and he kind of came up to me. He's like, are you Green Dog? And I was like, yeah. Who are you? Well, I'm Trucker.
Monkey Man and Marky Mark.
Oh, dude, Monkey C. 21 to say Marky Mark, because the last time I did, I got chewed out.
Monkey Man and Marky Mark.
I'm hearing a lot more people out here now. Hit a nerve, huh? I did, man. As soon as, I was already getting cussed out. But then as soon as I was like, hey, neighbor, what's up with neighbor? Where's neighbor been? And then, I have one more question for you, man.
Go ahead, Stinger.
Yeah, I was just curious. You didn't change your power at all tonight, did you?
No, I didn't change anything.
What are you running? How much?
That's a well-kept, regarded, top secret.
All right, when I was talking to you from Amber, that's the same? So you were giving me, like I said, about 4 pounds down there.
I didn't change anything. Same radio, same power, same antenna, same. But if you pay attention, I'm running what I always run.
Yeah. I got you. I know what you're talking about.
I'm running the same illegal amount of power I always run.
Me too.
So if you're paying attention, you know what that number is.
Oh yeah. I got you. I know you're getting me too, because I'm getting close. 41.
Otherwise known as fire chicken power, if you know what that means.
441. I know what you got going. 2 things you don't do on the CB radio. How many watts you have, or say how fast you're going on the highway. I did the latter one time, and I got pulled over, and everybody was telling me, never say how fast you're going on the highway over the CB radio.
Nor admit it to the cop when he pulls you over. No, I think I was doing 55, I swear, officer.
I was doing 50 and then 30, and the cop let me go. I was doing 55. Were you in 30? No, it was in New York.
I passed a cop doing 75 miles an hour in a 55. He got up behind me, lit me up, started to pull me over, saw my veterans tag, pulled up alongside of me, gave me the finger wag, and drove on.
What was going on before? We didn't even move. We just stayed there.
I think my veterans tag was a wise investment. It's gotten me out of at least 2 tickets so far.
Thank you for your service.
And my last name got me around a lot of tickets.
I heard you, Greenie.
You know what? I'm going to be going right past
Past me?
Yeah, the road's got a detour over here. I just came down 29. I was gonna go out 73, but the road got me detoured. So I guess I'm gonna go out Swamp.
Gonna have to pay a toll.
I'll pay a toll.
Yeah, you gotta pay a toll to come up Swamp Pike.
I was gonna say I can't pay attention.
Who's that one, Swamp Pike?
1, 2, 3. How about it, Rooster? They calling you.
You're going to Beezer's.
Yeah, I'm headed that way. I am. I'm over here in Schwanksville. I just passed it. Actually, I'm just passing the Caliber 20.
And for
What are you coming up Game Farm?
No, Josh Mine. Wait, who's down there? Who's down there at off of Game Farm? Right at the corner of what is that, 63? And then Game Farm?
Game Farm don't go to 63.
Not 63. No, wait, hold up. No. Yeah.
No, it stops at 73 in Schwanksville.
At 73? Okay. All right. Well, there's a guy who got an iMac 2000 down there on the corner, really high up on the pole, which I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with his antenna setup because I'm like, dang, dude. I know he's kind of down in the valley a little bit, and he's got to get it up there. But even the wind and everything, I don't see any guy wires up.
Yeah, and I don't know who that is. That antenna's been there for years, and nobody's ever claimed on here who it is. I don't know who it is.
That's what Dave said. You're there. Operator Dave? No, yeah.
what antenna is that?
Well, listen, if there was a roadblock, well, I had a job that required me to drive down that way, and there was a roadblock, tree down or something like that, and I remember talking to Operator Dave, and he was helping me out through the whole situation. I was like, look, dude, I don't know where I'm at. My GPS ain't working. I said, Mang Road, and this, yep, I know exactly where you're at. Actually, I was trucking through his territory, I believe. He never did tell me where exactly he was. He wanted to be secluded, which, I respect that. But if it wasn't for him, Operator Dave, and his help, I might still be lost.
Yeah, you're talking about Quarter Wave Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly where he lives. He lives on, well, he lived, past tense, Gerloff Road, right off of 73, off the Zieglersville Circle. So you were pretty close to him on Swamp Pike, or Game Farm Road, I mean.
Okay.
But yeah, I passed his house on the occasion, and the antennas are still up.
Well, that's good. Well, he did inform me that you couldn't see his antennas from the...
Did he pass away?
He did pass away, and yes, you can see his antennas from the road.
All right, well, maybe he was trying to be more incognito. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I miss that guy. Anytime you needed a radio check, he was always in there. Always in there. Quarter Wave Dave operating that quarter wave wire antenna.
Yeah, we all miss that guy, but I know where his house is exactly, and his house itself is really like right, we're almost right on the road. It's only set back a little bit, and if you look, you can see his antennas hanging in the trees. They're still there.
Who's that you're talking to, Dave?
Green Dog.
Oh, shucks almighty, Green Dog. Okay, I can hear him. But he's kind of, he's down low. 25-watt radio coming to you straight from Yates. I don't think he can hear me yet. What about it?
You just can't hear each other because you're both doubling.
No, I heard him, and I keyed up. Apparently, he didn't hear me, and he keyed up.
Aha, so you hear the stinger, but the stinger doesn't hear you.
I'm hearing him a little bit, but I can't make out, a lot of what he's saying, but I heard him talking about Quarter Wave Dave. That's what I heard.
So he's hearing pieces of you there, Greenie, but he's getting closer this way, so at some point he's going to hear you.
What happened to JR? Maybe he's working
I think he fell asleep.
No. But good, Green Dog's right. I'm working on something.
And that meter,
No, I'm done with all that.
I think I put it back together.
I did. It's all back together. I'm stacking radios on it and everything.
There you go.
Stack 'em up. Stack 'em and rack 'em 10-4.
Yep, sir. Make it look nice.
Getting too much junk.
I hear that.
I'm out here on North Limerick Road.
Expensive hobby.
It definitely costs you coin. You want the old saying, you want to pray, you gotta pay.
Save your pocket change.
With my,
God rest his soul, Roger.
antique
Roger.
There's not really, well, maybe it is antique now.
What's up there, neighbor?
It needs modification, man. People
Not too much, my man. What you up to? Not much. Just sitting here listening.
Yeah, Roger, on that. I'm in and out of the office.
Your ears in the office?
Yeah, I'm in the office, yeah.
Hey, Roger.
Does that have heat pump?
That's K.
Special K.
Kilowatt.
Here we go, it's a special K.
Special K.
Saturday night special.
It's Mr. K.
Mr. K. Mr. Special K. That's the kilowatt Saturday night special. There you go. I can beat a special K circle. I don't even know where the hell I'm at. Does Mr. K live along the Manatoni Creek? No. And 4. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
No, it's probably somewhere close to New Jersey, though.
Oh, yeah, right here in New Jersey. I thought that's where I was. You're not going to believe where I'm at. I think you might, though. New Jersey, where he's at tonight.
You're probably somewhere near Ranger Rick's house if you're on North Limerick Road.
Right away, New Jersey. I passed that. How close is Ranger to the prison?
Oh, he's closer to me than the prison.
Yeah, he's right. Okay, well, I'm at the prison.
And you're on. How can you be on North Limerick Road and be near the prison? Those two don't jive.
I don't know. I didn't turn. I went straight. I think I went down a road called Sunset. And now I just made a right now on Graterford Road. I'm going way past the prison.
Oh, well, you made a wrong turn if you're trying to get up this way. Graterford Road is Route 29. You're going to wind up in Collegeville.
No, that's Gravel Pike. I'm on Graterford Road.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I know Graterford Road. Oh, if you're going... Oh, yeah, Graterford Road turns into... what the hell is the name of that road? I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, all right. Yeah, I know which road you're on. It's sort of a weird turn past the prison coming up this way. You're going to wind up at the Mandarack Park if you keep following it. You cross township lines.
He's near the Tech School.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that part of the road. It goes from Graterford Road. Once it crosses over township line, the name changes.
There's South Limerick and North Limerick.
No, that's the crossroad from that road. What's the road that the Votech is on?
Where the hell? Which way I gotta go? Okay, that's Mecca. All right, I'm gonna keep going north on North Limerick Road.
No. Where do you want to get? Where do you actually want to get to?
Boyertown.
No, you should have made a left on North Limerick Road, or followed. Well, actually, not turned on North Limerick Road at all. Follow it to Metka, go through Mandarack Park, and it'll take you right out on Swamp Pike.
10-4. Oh, Mecca goes right to. Where the heck does Mecca go into Swamp Pike? You gotta go to Schweightsville.
No, you go from that road past the Votech, go over North Limerick Road. You're on Metka. You come up to a stop sign. Metka goes right, and whatever that other road is, it goes left. The left road goes through Mandarack Park, like not even a quarter of a mile, and you're out on Swamp Pike.
All right, I know I'm close to you.
Yeah, you want to go on that Metka road, and at the stop sign at the fork, it's like a slight right and a left. Not even a left, a slight left or slight right. Take the slight left. I'll take you through the park. Once you get through the park, you'll be out on Swamp Pike.
Don't get him confused. Yeah, blind confused.
He confused himself.
Yeah.
He don't need no help.
Well, I think that's why they created smartphones, Roger. I told you I don't know where the hell I'm at. I came out here, I'm like, holy shit, wait a second, where did I come from?
You took the long way to get where you are.
Oh, from Ambler, I came out 63. But I came out 63, well, I came out Mars, and then I came out Mars to 73, and I got on gravel plate thinking I was going to take 73, but there was a road closure.
So you couldn't stay on 73, 29, and then stay on 73 the whole way, which will take you to Boyertown? You couldn't stay on 73?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There was a freaking detour.
Yeah, then you should have taken Game Farm Road. Game Farm Road would have brought you all the way out to Swamp Pike.
Right, I'm seeing that now. Yeah, that's right there by the wall, right?
Even if you would have stayed on North Limerick Road out of Schwanksville, you'd have wound up on Swamp Pike eventually.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. Like you said, get on that Metka, and then it goes into, I'm really close to Swamp Pike, though, where I'm at. I'm like right between Metka Road and Limerick Diner.
Yeah, keep following my radio signal. It'll get you out on Swamp Pike.
Yeah, I got you. Let's see, Metka, yeah, that's the thing, the Metka turns, I gotta get on.
So if you're at the stop sign, like new houses on your left, a farmhouse on your right, stop sign, Metka goes straight right-ish. The other road goes left-ish through the park, and then you'll be on Swamp Pike, if that's where you're at.
Yep. That's what I just saw on the map, and that's where I'm going. I recognize that. That's Ziegler Road that goes through the park.
All right, well, I don't know the name of the road for whatever reason, but it's right down the street for me. But yeah, go through the park, and you come out of the park, you'll be on Swamp Pike.
Yeah, that's my usual spot.
You just took the long way to get there.
3 south. No, I just took a wrong turn somewhere.
Certainly wasn't the right turn.
No, I think I did take a right turn, but that took me the wrong way.
Well, you took a right when you should have took a left.
Right? I took a right, and I went the wrong way. Oh, damn, I wish I was right.
I know, I'm never right. But then again, I am, because I'm Rand McNally. Brigger!
I broke the clock's right at least half of the time. That's right, he's missing too tonight.
I'm Rand McNally. Listen to what I'm telling you.
Yeah. Bassmaster. Where's that Bassmaster? Hey, Mr. K. Yeah, go ahead. Is there gonna be another breakfast in Delaware soon? Goose, I really don't know. I just talked to Dustin earlier today. Not about business or anything, just as a friend and stuff like that, but he didn't mention any of that. Hey, Raji. I guess the store's completely empty now? I don't know. I didn't even talk to him about the store, man. Hey, Raji. Okay. Well, no, I gotta go down there and pick up some ladders from his house, but he's too busy for me to go and pick them up. I hear that. Well, if you need a hand, I'm always available. Yeah, Roger on that, Goose. I'll let you know. You got it. Alright, I made it to the park. I made it to my usual spot. I'm just going past it. Yeah, about time. Right? You took the long way. You took the long way. Yeah, the long way. To use it. The long way home. I know my phone does. I use it all the time. Yeah, I'm usually pretty good without it, but I had to stop and take a look at it once I figured out that I was lost. I really wasn't lost though. I was just like a few blocks off.
Yeah, I wasn't lost, but I didn't know where I was either.
I mean, I had to look at the map. What are you gonna do? Once in a while, you gotta look at the map. Even around McDonald, man, now he needs to do that.
Ah, I'm Rand McNally. I am the map.
That's right.
Just don't know the names of the roads in my neighborhood.
Yeah, I think that's true to everybody. Gotta check. I don't know about that. Gotta check the. Oh man, now I'm skipping gears.
Yeah, now I think you're due a toll.
My roads. Oh, I'm really close now, man. I'm really close now. Just watch that. You gotta watch that meter when I drive by. I'll stay on the key.
Yeah, I think it's time for you to pay your toll. Pay your toll. Oh, maybe I should turn the knob up and see if I can take out your front end.
I'm gonna turn my knob down.
Turn mine up.
You can turn yours off. I'll turn mine down.
Yeah, I think you've gone past me already now. Your signal's going down.
I don't think so.
Did you pass that Italian restaurant on your right already?
No. I didn't get there yet.
What are you coming up the hill past the junkyard?
Yep.
Yeah, you're still closing in on me then.
Yep. I just passed auto salvage.
Yeah, you're getting close. I could go down to barefoot and I'm still running your meter up.
I tell you though, man, this thing's got a pretty good rejection. You only give me 10 pounds.
Well, I'm only running 3 watts.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Barefoot, yeah, you only give me 10 pounds.
This thing doesn't even do 3 watts. It's like 2.5.
Swinging a 3?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I just passed the Italian restaurant.
And now you're at the 10 over.
God. 1, 2, 3 steps on Pete. Yeah, right.
Oh, man.
He did. You were barefoot. He squished you.
Well, it doesn't surprise me at 2.5 watts.
You got that antenna 100 feet higher than my antenna.
Yeah, but dB gain is dB gain.
That's true. I think you got me there.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be cutting my lips off now, though.
No, I don't think so. I'm down here between the trees.
Yeah, but once you get on that last rise before it starts to go down again, you'll probably be up at the same level as my antenna.
Oh yeah, that's right. Watch out.
Because I'm down here on your left-hand side in the volcano crater.
Right? Behind me. Look out for the boulders.
Oh yeah, these boulders around here ain't no joke.
Totally your car. So, getting back to my question, if I want to run a vertical, so do you think I can run a dipole, or do you think I should do like I don't know, what do they call that, a J-pole, or, I forget, there's another one where it's like an L. A base antenna would be your best bet.
Well, if you want to make a 5/8 J pole for the band, that'd probably work out all right.
In fact, they work out pretty awesome for what I've been researching.
Yeah, they're 5/8 wave antennas, J poles. Don't need no ground plane.
Hey, Green Dog, man, welcome to the channel. What do you mean, brother? I've been here the whole time. Hey, what's going on? Did they get out good? Yeah, I can hear you now, man. I can get back to you now. I'm just working this Yazoo. Pete, did they get out good?
Get out like any other 5/8 wave antenna.
Really?
Really?
I mean, why not? 5/8 is 5/8, right? How would you measure the gain off it, though? And how would you change it? Put it in my tall tree.
5/8 is 5/8 is 5/8. Doesn't matter what design it is. A J pole, though, happens to be a 5/8 non-ground plane antenna. And the gain is going to be the gain whatever a 5/8 wave antenna is.
Roger, Roger.
It on is free space, which apparently we don't live in.
No, yeah, that's the thing. There's isotropic radiators which are in free space. They're scientific antennas. They're not real world antennas. The measurement of gain over a dipole is the real world gain. It's usually less than over the dBi.
dB and dBi.
How much power can you run through that?
All knobs to the right.
Depends how you feed it and the connections, but you know you can build one of them to handle thousands of watts.
Hey, Roger, Roger.
To make them out of freaking half-inch or three-quarter-inch copper pipe.
In fact, I just saw somebody selling J-pole
Nice.
27 meg, and
I can set that up in my high tree.
they're a little bit big and bulky and they're heavy, but if you can support it, I would highly recommend.
And use it for the summertime.
I can hear Goose and Green Dog at the same time.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, Greenie's talking and Goose just keeps yapping.
That's really cool.
Thanks, Goose.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you, Green Dog. While he was talking, it was like he was talking next to you. 1, 2, 3.
Something.
Hey, Rooster.
Yeah, you do.
You going up to say hello to Beezer, are you?
Yeah, we'll hang out with the Beezer.
Yeah, tell him that I said hi. It's been a while since I heard him.
He is, he's in there listening.
Well, tell him to tell Loki to get the hell on.
This time channel 13 said hello.
Now, I don't know what happened there, Green Dog, but I just came down the mountain and he dropped out of sight.
Well, that's what happened.
Yeah, now you're going down into the Gilbertsville Valley.
Yep. I'll be passing, what's this, Hanover or something.
Yeah, you're heading down into the Gilbertsville Valley. Years ago, before it was called Gilbertsville, it was called Swamp.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. 1, 2, 3.
The swamplands.
Yeah, Rooster. What's your 20? I'm just passing a Wawa here on Swamp Lake. The what? Wawa? Oh, just act like you're coming to my house, but when you get to the pit stop, stay to the right. Oh, okay, that works.
Is that pit stop still there?
10-4.
No more.
Still open as a restaurant, steak shop, whatever? They still serve steaks or what?
No, it's a hole in the wall, actually.
Oh, so it ain't what it used to be 25 years ago?
It's greasier than a greasy spoon. Ain't like it was in 1985.
That's a shame.
A floppy bar, really, that's all it is.
That's a shame.
Sucking up your money.
Used to be good.
And plenty of
Back in the day.
You know what? This is a true story. My wife and I stopped in there to get a bite, just for giggles. We stopped in there, and they have cornhole. You can play cornhole in there.
Cornholio? Did you get a bite?
And they had rubber quates too. You can play rubber quates. The dining area is gone.
Oh, so no bites, just quakes.
So what you're saying is
Alrighty then.
is that Green Dog?
Yeah, hang on there, Goose.
They yuppified it. They took out the dining area to play games, and they basically turned it into a yuppie place. No, it's not a yuppie place. It's a hole in the wall.
It turned it into a dive bar, and it used to be a good steak restaurant.
A plastic people collector.
That was in the 80s.
I don't know what you want to call it, but it's a hole in the wall. What Pete said. Plastic people collector, yep. All the fakies go there, yeah. And they want to prove they're redneck and prove they're hillbilly and prove they're this and that. Yeah, a bunch of fakies.
You know what the beauty about getting old is? I got to prove nothing to nobody, and I don't care anymore.
That's right. Go ahead, 1, 2, 3.
How about
Yeah, can you pump that up at all? I can, but my SWRs are a bit on the front. Wait till you get my age. I got it
I hear you, Wayne.
for the winter. 10-4, wow. Wayne's in out of here, Wayne. Out there in the woods, when you're
Yeah, Wayne doesn't care anymore.
possible limbs falling down.
Wayne's World.
Which there are quite a few
Party on.
hanging up in other trees. Yeah, that's right.
Wayne's World.
Hey, you gotta get that straightened out, man. I have a hard time going through those but talking to you. But you was coming back to me. That's true. That's true. But Goose can't hear you at all. Well, that's all Goose's end.
What's your 20?
Down there in King of Prussia, on the south side of King of Prussia.
What's your 20?
Right here in my pocket next to my 50s and 100s.
50s and 100, 20s, 20s.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Rooster.
What's your 20?
Gilbertsville, can't you hear me?
Yeah, you're banging.
Oh, banging out here? Well, not far away.
Yeah, now you got to collect the toll there, Rooster.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're gonna be collecting it. I'll take a quarter-inch off of your antenna, thank you.
No collections here.
Free call, free message.
Free toll.
Back to the bell. You come by this way, I'm gonna take a half-inch off of your antenna. Yeah, it's not too big, Green Dog, when you think about it. I'm over here in freaking Bechtelsville. Bechtelsville? No, this is Boyertown. Yeah, it's not too far from here, drive-wise. Air miles, it's even less.
Near Berlinville soon.
Yeah, you got all those B towns. Berlinville, Bechtelsville, Boyertown, Bally.
Ashbach.
That's not a B town.
Well, how far is it in the air from Boyertown, the center of Boyertown, to where Green Dog is? 3,000 feet. Yeah, basically, really, it's not that far. Honestly, it's probably only 3 to 5 air miles, I would say.
10 to 15 if you had to drive.
Yeah, I was going to say around 6, but that's just a guess because you got to go all the way down 73. Then you got to take that right on 662 to get up there to Fleetwood. But you're not quite that way, are you? You're up at 12.
It's at least 10 miles.
Breezy Corner is where I'm at.
I never freaking heard of Breezy Corner, and I go cruising around up that way all the time. I never seen a stinking sign that told me I was in Breezy Corner.
That'd be 6 or 8 miles from here.
In the air? 73 and 12. I'm only 3/4 of a mile away from there.
That's only like 6 or 8 miles from Boyertown.
Yeah, okay, so you don't do the 662 turn off. You keep going straight up to 12.
Air miles is probably 4.
Right. You go up to 12. You hit, all right, you go up, yeah. 73 goes one way, it's like, whatever they call it. But, yeah, I'm right at 12 and 73. 3/4 of a mile off of that. Right behind you. You can't hear Green Dog out there? I'm good to go. How were you talking?
He's right there at Renders on 73. Breezy Corner.
I just passed the education center in Med. Am I on the right route?
You're going the right way. 1, 2, 3.
If he's going to Beezer's, don't he got to get up to Eschbach?
No, he's going the right way.
He's got to get on old 100.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah. I'm right here, sir. Yeah, I'm coming up on that corner where the red light is. I think I passed Greasy Bar.
Now, you come to that light, make a right, then make a left.
And this is what roundup is.
And then you'll come up to the Greasy Bar, but keep going to your right.
Okay, at the K, at the Circle K, gotta make a left.
10-4.
Okay, and when I get to the Greasy Bar, then I make a right.
Yeah, you don't have to stop. Just keep going up over the hill, and I'll tell you how to get there.
Alright, cool. Send him to Jersey.
Yeah, he's only got to go a little bit up Route 100 to Bali, and he's almost to Jersey.
And so,
I'll wait till you get here.
Speaking of Jersey, is that the Joker?
Yeah, he's all the way in Jersey.
Joker. It's funny, I ran out for a little while, and I set my gate up to record tonight, but I had it on the flat side, so I walk in, and I'm like, why can't I hear anybody? And I realized I had it on the flat side. Joker, the midnight toker.
Good evening, little Joker.
Joker, you're smoking over here. Holy cow, man. 9 plus.
Hello, Joker.
Good evening, everyone. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a usable stream for tonight.
That's okay. I was running the video gate. But you can take over for now because it's after the big hour at 10 o'clock. Now I got to get up and go to work tomorrow. So, long list of participants tonight. So, that's a good thing. But I'm not going to go down that list because it'll take too long and take up too much airtime. But I appreciate everybody being here for the classic radio roundup. Spitfire 441 73. Thanks for the fun.
Spitfire, have it going. See you, bye. And down goes Tom. I just joined in, but have a good night.
One pin down.
Yeah, I'm just crossing.
Keep going.
Keep going. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Where are you? I just passed Swamp Creek. Make a right.